So we start with introducing yourself, your name, and whatever you want to say. Just introduce it the way you feel like it.
Cool. Okay. So my name is Mikey or Mike or Michael. Full name Michael. Mikey, I guess I go with for these types of situations, kind of personal friends and the community. I go by Mikey. But in professional environments like work, I use Mike because it just sounds, I think, a little bit more grown up. And Michael is reserved for my mother when I'm being told off. So I very, very rarely get called Michael anymore. It's either Mikey or Mike.
Is your
And I
okay?
go on, go.
No, you
Go.
keep saying, keep talking.
I own the YouTube channel Leet Gaming and have done for, well, I mean, this channel about a year, but we'll get into it, but lots of other things prior to that. I have a family, 2 children,
Thanks God.
a cat, and soon to be a dog. So on
Oh,
Sunday, I will be getting a dog in our family, which will probably rip everything in this room to shreds. Hopefully not. And yeah, I work full time as a sales manager, sales director for a tech consultancy company in the UK.
oh!
I
I
think that's
never knew you
about
were a
it
cat person.
for
I never knew you were a
what?
cat
Sorry,
person.
what do you say?
I never knew you were a cat person.
Well, the cat that we have is very passive, so she doesn't really come into
Scratch.
this room or anything like that. She scratches the sofa, in our living room. She likes to be sick on the carpet every now and again, which is fun. But yeah, she just kind of keeps herself to herself and I shut the door, so she doesn't really come in here that much. I always worried that she might end up being sick or doing something else on the carpet, so I try and keep this room off limits as much as possible.
Well, I don't know. I just don't get with cats that much because I feel hurt when they scratch me. I feel like it's personal, but I think it's my thing.
Yeah,
I love dogs. They lick you. I don't know what it means, but it is what it is.
I think if they're licking, I think it means they like you, so that's good, right?
um, well, tell me, what inspired you to start even making videos or stream? What did you start with, streaming or making videos?
I started with making videos probably back. I think the channel creation date was 2009.
Hmm.
So it's going way back to a time when YouTube first started. It wasn't as popular then as it is now, and I started the channel with a friend of mine. So the channel was mine, but we were working on a project together when Minecraft first became a thing.
I think.
So going back to Minecraft Alpha, Minecraft Beta, we had our own Minecraft server, which we called Survival Craft, which interestingly became a game of its own, not because of my channel and the server, but
Could be.
somebody else made a
Could be.
game. Yeah, somebody somebody else made a game called Survival Craft, which was similar to Minecraft but not as good. So we started a server which we made videos on that went onto the YouTube channel to help people understand how to interact with the server. So what you do when you first log in. So there's a lot of tutorial videos on how to use the server. And then when we did events on the server, we would post videos on the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
And
nice.
and I actually did quite well at the time. So I have a few, I mean, you can go on the channel and see I don't hide any of the videos. They're all there, all the way back to 2009 when we were just kind of using a tool called Fraps, if you remember it or if you've heard of it, to before OBS and other screen capture software. We would just capture what we were doing, record a short video on this is what you do on the server, these are the rules, upload it to YouTube, and then when people join the server, we would direct them to the YouTube channel so they could watch the videos and understand what the premise of the server actually was and how they were supposed to interact with it.
Okay.
So that's how my kind of content creation or YouTube journey began. And then over the years, I've kind of gone back to it, changed the name of the channel, done something new, come away from it. And usually the reason why I would end up coming away from making content was because of the job that I was doing at the time. So when I first created the YouTube channel, I was working as a chef. So I just graduated from university and I was working in a kitchen. Uh, and rather than using my degree, I thought I can make it as a chef and work my way up in the kitchen industry in the UK, which is what I did. And it resulted in me not having as much time as I would have liked to make the content, which is, looking back, unfortunate because the channel was doing really well. I was probably one of the first people to actually start making Minecraft videos on YouTube. And a lot of the people that were making videos around the same time as me are now massive, massive YouTube content creators. So Jacksepticeye, he was one of them who was started around the same time. Captain Sparkles is another Minecraft YouTuber who also became pretty popular from making those types of videos. And I wouldn't call it a regret because I don't like to look back and regret, but not
Same.
sticking with it and choosing to work in a career that I didn't really want was a bit unfortunate, and I missed out on a really good opportunity. But the channel stayed on. People still watch those videos now, and I get comments every now and again, usually from disgruntled people saying things like, "This isn't survival craft, it's Minecraft," because they don't understand why we called the server what we did, or some of the videos are so old. The way that you do things in Minecraft now is completely changed. So I'll get a lot of comments around, "This doesn't work. You can't do it like that. You should do it like this," which is quite funny because the videos are what, over 10 years old, so they're going to be a little bit outdated, but they're still there. You can still go view them, and it's quite funny to see how bad the quality was and how different I am in those videos.
So this was like the YouTube era, not the Twitch era, right?
Yeah, so it was before Twitch. There was no streaming gaming. There was nothing like that. It was just make videos, upload them to YouTube, and maybe they do well or maybe they don't. And I had one video that went viral on YouTube at the time, because if you remember, I don't know if you remember, but
You're older than me,
around
so I probably missed some
yeah, a
things.
little bit older. So uh, around do you know anything about the 2012 conspiracies where people thought the world was going to end in 2012? Have you heard about anything like that?
Yeah,
I
some
mean, it's
tribe,
past now. So
some tribe said it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So the Mayans had a calendar that said the world was going to end in 2012. It
Plan
was this big
plan
thing.
didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work because we're still here. And I made a video where I'd found a bug in Minecraft where every time I put a block down, the block would disappear. And I titled the video Minecraft 2012 End of the World Seed Bug. And it went crazy. Like, loads of people were watching it. I think it got like 150,000 views on that one video. And then a lot of the other videos around that time were doing like 20,000, 30,000 views. And I actually got a few paychecks from YouTube at the time because of the videos and how well they'd done. And it was back when the requirements to be paid weren't as strict. The requirements now are a lot stricter to be paid from the videos. Back then, they just paid you regardless of how many subscribers you had and things like that. So
Mhm.
I did make a little bit of money from it, but I chose to go down a different path, which was to become a chef, and kind of stepped away from making YouTube videos at that time.
Well, you definitely know how to cook, right?
I used to, maybe not so much now, because
I was about
I
to say it's
focus
not
my
really a waste.
yeah, I focus my attention on other things and other learning. But I can still cook, but not like then. Like, that was serious business. I worked my way up to being the head chef of a restaurant, and I was creating the menus and managing the teams, and it was great at the time. But I realized quite quickly that I'd got myself into a career that I didn't really want to be in, and made the decision to. It's an interesting story. I went to a festival with some friends who I didn't get to see very often because I was working so much. We didn't really spend much time together, and we spent seven days at a festival. And while I was there, I I said, you know what? When I come back from this festival, I'm going to quit. I'm not going to be a chef. I don't want to do it. I've missed out on too much, and I don't even want to be in this industry. So I got back on the Monday, went to work on the Tuesday, and said I'm leaving, and I left, and that was
Well,
it. I never went back.
you had a vision, so I guess so. You got the
Yep.
vision early. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so you know, to put yourself out there and you know to show your face and show your personality, it's a bit tough to a lot of people. What actually
Mhm.
like made you to become who you are right now, that you are confident to show your face and you know talk to the camera openly and you know be just yourself and in your own environment? What actually gave you this
I think
confidence?
I think it's just over time, right? You know, I've been around now. I'm older than you. I'm 36 years old. I don't mind saying it. So I've been
There is
around
others, there is
for
others, it's okay.
yeah, yeah. I've been around for some time. Interestingly, going back to when I was really young, uh, I used to make videos with friends then. So it was around the time when Jackass first came in and it was super popular. I was into skateboarding and I was in a band and things like that. So I never really had any problem with like being in front of a camera or being in front of people. Because we always had a camera and we were filming skating videos or we were filming doing stupid things like funny little skits with our friends. And we actually did put some of those on YouTube really early on, which you'll never find. They're lost in the YouTube algorithm somewhere. But yeah, we'd make silly videos and put them on. So there was always a kind of a camera around, and it never felt like being in front of a camera was an awkward thing because we just got so used to it. So I
That's
think
cool.
over time, being in a band, getting on stage, performing music in front of people, and being kind of criticized or praised for what you were doing, it never really bothered me. I found it quite interesting and I enjoyed it. So over that period of time, I've just got more and more confident and less bothered about what people might think or people having everyone can have their opinions, right? But it doesn't really affect my confidence in terms of I'm just going to put a video out, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I'll turn the stream on, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you do it for yourself first, and then if others want, they can join. Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
um I'll say something like that. The name you have, the Leet Gaming, like is that like
Hmm.
came from something or just general name that you wanted to for yourself?
That's a good question. So, I mean, the channel that I have has had this will be the fourth name that the channel has had. So it used to be Survival Craft, which was the name of the channel. And then when Twitch first became popular, I started streaming with my housemate at the time, who was a chef as well. So we worked together in the kitchen and then we lived together. And we started using the YouTube channel and a new Twitch account under the name of The Streaming Chefs. So we would have this kind of chef mentality and we'd stream and play games together. And we did that for some time. And then I changed the name again to Grown Folks Gaming, which was kind of an idea that came about with me and a group of friends where we thought, you know what, let's make a channel for more older people, like grown up players and people that don't have as much time as others to play. Let's create an environment for more older audience, and we called it Grown Folks Gaming, and that actually did quite well. But again, work, other family commitments got in the way, and I stopped for whatever reason. And then about a year ago now, yeah, it's about a year, maybe a little bit longer than that. I decided that I wanted to start the channel again, get back into streaming. I've got more time to do it. I kind of got my priorities in order of you should just be doing it for fun, and that's it. And that's when I chose the name Leet Gaming. I chose Leet Gaming because elite is like an old thing that people say in like the gaming world. It means like elite, You know, it's just like a 1337 is like old PC speak for like being a good gamer or something like that. And because I'm not a good gamer, I thought it would be funny to have that as the name of the channel. Maybe to just have a little bit of clickbait and people to be like, this guy thinks he's really good, but he's actually quite bad. So that's where the Leet gaming idea came from, and then I built the whole kind of branding and everything else around that.
About clickbaits, you clickbaited me a few times. I thought you already got the gold.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I was watching when I was working, and I was like, I was screaming. I, I was in my job, and I was like, come on, it's it. I know it." It
I
was
mean, you
some
can't you can't
pistol.
make you can't make YouTube videos without a little bit of clickbait, right? You need
I
to
mean,
you need
yeah,
to get something. And to be honest, I think that's what it's all about now. The giving someone a reason to click
as long as
on the
not
video.
like a really lie, as long as you change
Yeah,
the words a little bit, it's fine. But if it's a lie, like let's say you're featuring somebody and it's not there, that's a lie.
yeah, of course, yeah. That
That's a clickbait. That's
definitely
just lying to your audience.
yeah, that's just lying. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I think in general, YouTube is a really hard place to be in nowadays because there's so many
Mhm.
people that wants to be YouTubers.
Yeah,
But as long as you have the vision and the reason, you're probably gonna get there, no matter how many people is gonna be in your way. So with that being said, if you remember in your early ages on YouTube or Twitch, what was like the reason, the drive that that got you to keep doing what you're doing? I guess in the start there's not many results, if I'm not wrong,
mm,
as other
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah. So what kept you motivated, or at least like kept looking on the vision that you had?
I think it was just. I think like for a lot of people, you're playing games anyway, right? So why not turn it into something that other people maybe could watch and enjoy? I think there's a little bit of an ego thing in there where you think to yourself, well, I can do this, and I think I'm entertaining, so maybe some other people might think that along the way. So I think there's an element of a little bit of ego and confidence in there, but also a lot of the times, and the reason why I stopped was because I'd got the wrong idea of why I was doing it. I was doing it to get out of a job that I didn't want to do, to become something that would inevitably mean I could quit my job and just do streaming full time or be a YouTuber full time. And actually, I've come to learn that that's not the right reason to do it. It adds way too much, and then this is my opinion, by the way. It adds way too much pressure on what you're trying to do. It makes you read into things more than you should. It makes you get disheartened by nobody viewing the video that you thought was going to be the one that everyone loved, or nobody joining the stream that you thought you'd put so much effort in and people were going to really enjoy it. That then brings me to now where I'm purely just doing it for fun, right? Um, because of my own learnings. Now I fully believe that it's good to have a vision and something to work towards. But my vision and what I'm working towards is if I'm having fun doing it, then I'm going to keep doing it. If I'm putting content out and then not, not happy with the amount of views something gets, or somebody comments and says they don't like it, then and that affects me, then I'm not doing it for the right reason.
Right.
My view is YouTube is massive, right? Twitch is massive, whichever platform you're on. But there are enough people out there that will find the content that I post and enjoy it, whether that's 5 people, 10 people, 5,000 people. I don't know. But as long as I'm enjoying it and I'm putting it out, and what I view when I make the video, I enjoy and I think it's funny, I'm fine with that.
Like,
So my motivation changed from trying to get out of a situation I didn't want to be in to accepting the situation I'm in and enjoying the process.
okay.
That makes sense.
One thing that I don't know learned lately is imagine it like where you in front of a crowd. If you have like 500 viewers, it's 500 people sitting in their place and watching you, and then
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
appreciate more. You know what happens,
Yeah.
because your expectations, not yours specifically, but in general, expectation can make you be disappointed if they're not met. You know,
Mm.
and I think like people should not be expecting anything. They should expect only from themselves, because they the
Yeah.
only ones who can control what they do, but not what the outcome of what they do. Um,
Yeah.
so in general, what like do you think like a lot of change in your mindset back in the days from now? Like what's the lead gaming of now? What's Mikey of now thinking? What is his mindset change from the person he was?
So for me now, the biggest priority in my life is my family. So everything that I do, everything that I choose to do, in some way has to benefit them. So I have to work to provide for my family and to set an example for my kids. But also doing this is enjoyment for me. It helps me to relax and unwind. It also is a nice example for my
It's okay.
son, because he sees me doing things that I enjoy, which ultimately makes him want to work hard, but also do the things that
He
he
likes.
enjoys.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is not really having any expectation of what could come from it, just doing it because it's fun.
Well, from what I see, like it's even amazing that you know you have a family that you need to care of, and you have a job that you need to to be. I don't want to say worried about, because if you do the
Mm.
job, you got nothing to worry about. But in life, you're worried about many things. That's how it is. But you find the time to actually stream with your friends and actually have fun and clear your mind, which I think it's really hard for some people to be focused in what they do. Like how hard do you think is it to you to be like right in the moment, like focus on what you do and not thinking about other things you need to do later or tomorrow?
I'm pretty good at disconnecting from uh, responsibility if I'm doing something that is enjoyable. So let's say I'm streaming or I'm making a video. I'm not thinking about anything else other than that moment, and getting through that. I think it's important to be disciplined with the time that you've got. I know I speak to a lot of people who always say, "I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time," and I think you do have enough time if you make the time and prioritize that time accordingly. There is always enough time to do what you want to do. I've got
Right.
I'm not some sort of saint or savior, but I've got a family, I've got a job, but I still find time to go to the gym, plan and
Amazing.
prioritize what I want to do with the channel and the streaming. Sometimes I don't have enough time to jump on and turn the stream on and play, which can be frustrating, but that's just the way it is. I have to accept that. I tried previously to have a really strict schedule, and I found that to be painful with the streaming, because sometimes you've just got to, life just gets in the way. The kids might not go to bed at the time they're supposed to go to bed, and it's not fair for me to come in here and shut the door and expect that my partner will just take up the strain.
100%.
Or you've had a long day at work, and you can't switch off, or you don't want to play the games. Previously, I would have been super strict on the schedule. I would have found it frustrating if I jumped on and I was not able to focus. But now, because I'm doing it when I want to do it and I'm doing it for fun, I don't have that feeling anymore. But I just believe that no matter what situation you're in, I mean, especially let's just speak for people that are in the UK, right? You do have time. There is time. You will find
There's
time.
always
It
time.
might mean you have to get up an hour earlier, or go to bed an hour later or whatever.
Not
But
being
there is
comfy.
always time to do it.
Yep.
And for me, being going to the gym and being active is super important as well.
Yeah, I need to gym for sure. I'm getting too fat and I don't like it. It doesn't bother me a lot, but I know I can do better. Um,
Yeah.
I saw in the few last shorts that you uploaded to YouTube that Sparkles actually, did I say right? Sparkles?
Yeah, yeah.
Or Sparkless or whatever the name is.
Sparkles.
Sparkles
It's Sparkles.
noticed
Yeah.
your video, and it's just such as
Yeah.
amazing. Like it's so good to see it that like he noticed your struggle with getting gold because he's also like doing unimaginable stuff with money like that,
Yeah.
trading, and which is sick. Like, do you think like one day you're gonna collab on some video? You think
Well,
like
I really hoped that he would see the other video that I did where I highlighted his comment, where he said how many days he or which day he thought I'd get the gold. I did hope he'd see that, but I kind of had an expectation that he probably wouldn't. Right? You know, this guy is pretty busy on the
making his
scene and
own?
doing what he does. Do I think that they would? I mean, I'd say never. If the guy reached out to me and said, "I want to help you out," I'd be 100% up for it. But I am not putting any expectation on that being something that ever happened. Because I mean, we didn't have a conversation outside of the comments. It was purely him saying this and then me saying something and then he said something else. So if he reached out to me, I'd be 100% open to it. But I can't imagine. I don't imagine that he will anytime soon.
Well, do you believe like in taking chances, like you reach out to him or like, try your luck. Maybe he's gonna respond and gonna be like, I remember you. We can do a video, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. You're probably gonna find out something that you both can do, and you don't need to spend thousands like you do usually, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe a game that he's like, you need to win him. You need to win the score. I don't know how to say it, but and then he give you like a knife or something like that, or he opens for you cases. It can be fun, like I think in life, like you should not expect a lot of things, but you should
yeah,
allow yourself to try things and fail, because sometimes it works, when it works, it works. Like I always do stuff because I believe there's a chance to get it, and as long as you
yeah,
believe, and you can achieve. Basically, it's pretty simple to understand that. And I even saw it in your video on your short when you opened the case. You said, "I believe that I'm gonna get a gold," and you
yeah,
got
yeah,
the best result of any other cases that you opened.
yeah, yeah,
So as long as you keep
yeah. That
saying the
was
same thing, it's gonna work.
yeah.
I think
I
so.
mean, that was really awesome when I opened that case and got that skin. I think it was the inheritance. It was a good one to get. I have considered reaching out to him, but then uh, what would be the best way to put it? I kind of wanted it to be an organic
Neutral.
development of a conversation rather than me, because I would imagine he gets a lot of messages. I think the reality is my position on YouTube. I don't have a great deal to offer him, so I kind of wanted it to be more of an organic. Oh, I remember this guy. I remember saying that, and he didn't get it. Maybe he would have commented on it again, and that is all I would have wanted. Like that's all I really cared about. Just him seeing the other video. In terms of doing something together, if that was to happen, I would prefer it to be more of an organic happening than me being like, "Hi, you've got over 1 million subscribers. Can we do a video together where I will benefit?"
Well, when you say it like this, it sounds not good. But what if you told them,
Yeah,
like if you use X or Twitter, whatever you call it, if you use it and say like, I tried your prediction and suddenly it didn't work. I hope I'm gonna get the
yeah,
gold soon. Just to let them notice you, and if might be generous enough, because I think Sparkles goes with how do you say it, right, with a whim, like when you like want to do something right away, you do it.
yeah,
So he can just be like, oh, you know what? Let's make a video that I'm opening for you, and what's comes, I'm giving you or giving away.
yeah,
That's just it. At least like try to reach the door and let the door be open for you, you know, like as long as you can vision it with your inner sight. No, I'm not talking about eyes, because as a lot of time us humans see things from our eyes, and our eyes are limited for only realistic things. We cannot see above reality. So our vision can see above it because we have imagination and we can see through it. So as long as you can imagine it, and as long as it's clear in your mind, I think it's possible. I believe in
Yeah.
trying. Yeah,
I agree, man. I agree, and you know, maybe that's what I'll do. I don't use X. I try to limit the amount of
social media.
social media
I
platforms
understand.
that I'm posting content on, and just referring back to saying everyone's got time. There is only a finite amount of time, and for me to add another platform into the mix, I did actually used to use Twitter um, when I had the channel previously, but they all take up so much of your time, and I don't always get
Gonna
the benefit of it. So I try to stick to TikTok is a great one because it's easy to just post and then leave it. Instagram, I always have had an account on there which I still use, post the same content, and then YouTube. It is hard to bring them all together and to make them work
yeah,
cohesively
it's true.
when you've got all the other things going on.
Well, when you try to activate all of them, sorry, to keep them active. So yeah, it's probably gonna be hard. What I'm doing is I have social to each thing. My Instagram is for music, so only when I do music I'll post there. But if I don't have music, I'm not
Nice.
gonna post there, because maybe stories once in a while when I want to say like a nice message that I got into my mind, you know. But in general, I know I cannot be there to every platform, so I'm trying my best, like to once in a week, you know, to be on, I don't know, X and tweet stuff, or when I have ideas, or when I feel bold enough to, you know, to say some predictions, like I'm gonna be the best Twitch streamer or something like that. Because I don't really care. Like if I'm gonna be
Yeah.
the biggest Twitch streamer, this gonna be lit. You know, you're gonna see it and you're gonna say, "Yo, that's awesome. This guy just predicted it." You know, so I don't really
Yeah. Yeah.
care,
Yeah.
and nobody's gonna look at this tweet if I didn't make it. You know, if I
Yeah.
didn't make it.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So it doesn't really matter. Like people always like take everything so seriously, but life is already serious. Just you know, take everything for fun and enjoy. Yeah, there is times that you need to be serious because it's life, but enjoy the life because life is here for you, not to you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah, man.
I think taking chances is the best thing. I always like to be bold enough to say stuff like to say I'm gonna have the biggest podcast in the platform, and that because I love it. I know that one of them is gonna hit. You know what I mean? If it's not now,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
later. So I even have like I took advice from uh, I'm not sure, maybe Jim Rohn. I listened to a lot of his um, when he lectured. He says like write down what you want to be in 5 years. So I wrote everything I had in mind in 5 years. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with everything I wrote. Like I said, like I want a wife and two kids, but I honestly in 5 years, it's well, I think it's too soon to have two kids and a wife. But but if
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But I have so many things that I wrote there about my podcast, about my Steam thingy, like all those little projects that I know they're gonna be big if I put enough time and effort into it. It just it's just about not stopping. That people lose when they stop, but the winners
Yeah.
never stop. Because as long as you don't
Yep.
stop, you never lost. You know what I mean? You never lose.
Yeah. I agree.
Um,
I agree.
so and I you know it's getting like it takes some time to find some authentic people who stream, and you're one of them, one of those people who stream like authentically and you know show themselves. They're not you know searching for, I don't know, too much on the stream. They're like just being themselves and they cozy room, you know, and just having fun and showing their personality with their friends. um but it's always like what's the next for you, like what would you want to do what's next in your mind that's gonna keep you on a higher level all the time. I'm a guy who's always plan stuff. My mind is very like I got blessed. I don't know if you're religious. I'm not, but I believe there is a creator. I got blessed by my creator to have like a very like a very strong mind. Like I always think obsessively about things that I want to plan, and then I always make sure they work. It's always
Yeah.
come in the negative side that sometimes it's hard to fall asleep because my head thinks 24/7.
Yeah, I get you.
But there's good and there's bad. It is what it is. But I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna do everything in my human powers to to make it happen. And the rest I leave to call it universe, call it nature, call it whatever, call it luck. It doesn't matter how you call it. It just leave it to the things that you cannot control. That's how it is.
I, I, yeah. So
Um,
I guess I think the question you're asking is what is my plan moving forward, right? Is
mhm.
that what you want me to
Yeah.
try and yeah? So I have some ideas for some other videos that I'm gonna make for YouTube to see what the reception is for them. So I actually have one video that I probably the best one that I've done recently where I reviewed um, Aim Labs on Steam. I don't know if you know what Aim Labs is.
Yeah. When you
It's
train your
like
aim.
a yeah, it's just an aim training tool. But they had like a subscription thing where you got more features. So I reviewed that, showing all of the features and what I thought of the features and how they would help. And that video has actually done quite well. Organic, just people viewing it, leaving a comment, saying thanks, it's helped. So I want to do more videos like that. I've got a few ideas of things that I want to do. Um, Really, what I want to be doing more of is just turning the stream on and playing socially with my friends and allowing that to grow into whatever it can be. I think over the years of doing this, I've changed my mindset to be, I guess, slightly different to yours. You know, I'm not putting so much pressure on. I need it to be this. What I need it to be is something that I enjoy doing,
Exactly.
something that's not stressful and doesn't take up all of my mental capacity. And I just want to keep it like that because when I saw a bit of success in previous years, I then went down a path of this could be more. I can quit my job, put way too much pressure on it. I guess this time around it's more a case of just keep doing what you're doing. People will come because why not?
Because you're
You
there.
know, you're putting something because you're there, and if they don't, I've got something that I've enjoyed doing. You know, something that I can share with my friends. My son likes to see the things that I've done. He finds it interesting to watch those things, and that's enough for me now. I don't put pressure on what I want it to be in the future. The only pressure I put is it needs to be fun. That's
Okay.
it. And I think if it is fun and it's real, then I believe that the growth might be slower, but it will be there. And it is there, get people
You are
subscribing on
doing great. Yeah.
YouTube or Twitch, regular people join the chat, which to me is, like you mentioned before, super important. Like one, even if it's one like yourself or two, three, four people that join and say hi and enjoy the environment, that's enough for me. Because really, I'm just playing a game and doing what I want to do anyway. People come in and get some entertainment out of that. I'm never going to be one of those people that's screaming and jumping around like overexcited
Too
because that
much.
isn't me. Like I'm just not that. Me and the guys that I play games with, they always joke about how mild my reaction will be to something that everyone else is freaking out, and I'm just like, oh no, you know. But that's just me, and I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to start going crazy in the room and having all the lights flashing and doing stuff because that's not who I am. I am dry. I have a dry sense of humor. I'm sarcastic, and I just do what I do, and if people find it funny or if people want to watch, then that's enough for me. That's enough. And really, I think if you have that attitude, things turn into more than they are because of it.
Well, my question to you is, with all you said right now, what do you think, um, in the future videos, future content you're gonna make? What do you think the improvements you need to do? Because you always need to improve. There's always improvement.
Yeah, so I think I need I might get a better webcam
Hmm.
just because I'd like to have higher quality video. I've played around with the idea of using like a digital. I have a digital camera, which would be great, but the way to connect it to the computer is not the most ideal. So I've been looking at getting a new camera to just have better visuals in that sense. I think I probably need to just play some different games, which can prove to be quite difficult, especially on YouTube, because
Yeah.
you create a niche on YouTube, right? And people subscribe and they follow whatever. They come back because you're doing the thing that they like, and it's quite easy to lose that audience. And actually, for me, I think one of the biggest mistakes I made was not making a new channel when I decided to change. So I had this channel, it was already established, quite a few subscribers that were there, or once upon a time were there for a certain thing. And YouTube saw my channel as this guy posts Minecraft stuff or whatever. And that's the audience that would be interested in that. I think because I chose to keep that channel and just change the name, I probably have delayed my progression because it doesn't understand. It's only recently that it started to understand these are the types of people that want to watch those videos. So I think I need to play different games, but that does prove to be difficult if you're trying to build a niche audience and get if you over dilute the the net, you're gonna get less fish. You're going to catch less fish because the bait is changing. You can
Well,
use that.
but don't you think like there's people who don't like only one game? You know, like this, they
Yeah.
love Counter Strike. They watch you because you play Counter Strike, or they watch you because of you, which is even way better. Because these
Hmm.
people is gonna stay with you no matter what you do. Um,
Yeah.
do you think they only like Counter Strike, or they like other things as well that you don't know?
I think they do like other things. I have noticed that when I play other things, certain people don't join to watch because it's not what they're there to see, which is fine. Um, I 100% agree that I need to switch it up. And actually, the one of the reasons for that is playing Counter Strike on stream is probably the hardest game to stream and be interactive because you are
You need
so
to
focused on
focus,
the game
and if you focus with the
and
chat,
you miss
you
yeah
lose.
you miss certain things or I will focus on the chat and then the game ends up going
Happens. Yeah.
down the pan. So I definitely need to do that, so I need to probably get a new webcam at some point.
What's the
um
quality of the webcam that you want to switch? Is it regular
I don't know if
1080p?
you've yeah, so there's this company called is it OBS bot, OBS bot, and they've got a 4K webcam, and the quality is like really, really good,
But
and it's actually quite cheap.
but first of all, my advice: don't go for cheap. Don't go for cheap. It will cost way more.
It's got good reviews, right? It's cheap
Secondly,
for what it is, but go on, go on, go on.
well, sorry, I have a 4K camera. I'm only using it like 1080p and 30 FPS because this is how YouTube. It's best for YouTube. The higher resolution you got, the more hard for people who doesn't have fast internet or better
Mhm.
devices. They're not gonna see well anyway. So just my camera is Insta360.
Yes.
The first one, I guess they got the AI camera. It's amazing camera. It still holds, but uh, but it's amazing. You don't need that much. You just need to be more of you and less the equipment you got. Because you got, I hear you clear. I see you amazing. There's no much. You
Yeah,
got lights. It's look beautiful. The thing that I
it's
want to
more
see is
about
you, like more of you, man.
yeah, and the idea of getting an upgraded camera is this is old now. So I have had this one probably 10 years. It's Logitech HD 1080p
Oh,
whatever,
no.
but the the upgraded ones they're just slightly more crisp and
Yeah.
I really like things to look clean and crisp because I think that looks more professional for me. That's just my opinion. And like I said before, I'm doing it for me. So if I get that and it
I got it.
looks how I want it, I'm ticking a box of, well, that's good
That's
because
what you
that's,
wanted.
like even the same with like the graphics on the stream, you can just have your face in the game. And loads of people do that. But I wanted it to look clean and crisp and professional and how I wanted it to be
Okay.
because that's interesting for me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
totally agree,
you also need to be
but I would just
satisfied. Yeah.
like it to be a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And then
get.
I think the final thing um, that I need to do is multi-stream. So streaming to more than one platform.
Could be good.
So
Maybe one
stream
for
to YouTube
TikTok and YouTube.
and TikTok as well. Yeah. I've been looking at a new tool similar to OBS where you can stream to multiple platforms and it's free to do it.
Okay.
Built by streamers for streamers. So I think that's really interesting. I'm going to look into that. And then it's just doing more, like just be able to do it more and try and get some level of consistency. But
What if you made like that's how I work at least. Every platform different from the other. Like let's say you do upload the same video for TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, if I'm not wrong. Um,
yeah,
what if you did like YouTube Shorts? It's for the highlights of your gaming, and maybe just upload your replay on YouTube. So there's the people who want to watch again. They don't have to go to Twitch. So people from your YouTube community will have the ability to rewatch your stream, and maybe on Instagram, just share something personal, more like personal thoughts, something more of you that you can like show the world that you're a human and not just I don't know, just a person who do streams. And I don't know, just and then you will not need to overdo everything. Then you have a place for everything. Like each day, like let's say you go to a vacation with the family, you don't have to show your family if you don't want to. If you want to keep things private, you post like a picture of you on a mountain. For Instagram, people like it.
yeah,
You know what? That's
yeah.
my thought. But if you want to go like multi-platform streaming and that, if you think it's gonna work, I believe in what you're thinking, man. As long as you do what you
Yeah, yeah.
believe, I believe in what you believe, bro. Because I know you know better than me what you need for you.
No, no. Oh
Um,
well, yeah, yeah. I guess, but I think advice is something that everyone needs to learn to take and absorb because you might figure out something new about yourself.
let's take a second to read Mac messages because I want to read it, but we were in the midst of talk.
Yeah,
Hello, dear fellows. Damn, another Star Wars fan. That's already a like.
yeah.
I guess he's talking to you, Mikey.
I have a lot of Star Wars stuff in this room. You can't see all of it on the camera. The majority of the stuff is at this side, and I would maybe that's something that people might want to see. It is quite messy on that side.
He said there's already one plugin free to use for OBS, works like a charm. Can stream to Twitch, TikTok, Steam. I don't know if it's Steam, but YouTube and etc.
Yeah, you can.
Um, well,
What is it? Could you say what the
yeah,
name of the plugin is? Because I'll check it out
yeah.
before I look into this new tool. I think the new tool that I found is called Mendy, Mendi, I
Never
think,
dealt with it.
and it's made by streamers for streamers, and it's all totally free.
Made by
And
Stu.
I asked them, yeah, I asked them, can you import all of your settings from OBS? And they said, yeah, like one click, and everything that you have set up on OBS is instantly set up on their tool. So I'm down to check. Oh, nice one, man! Thank you so much for putting that. I
Shukran.
I'm down to check out different stuff because I did start when I started this channel up again. I was only streaming on YouTube, but the YouTube streaming platform's not great. Like, there's not much interactivity for people watching, and I like that on Twitch you can have the emotes and the sub
Yeah,
badges and all
that's
that other
nice.
stuff and alerts and everything.
You
So
also have it on YouTube,
I,
though.
I, I
I think so.
not it's not the same because YouTube have a privacy setting
Oh,
where
right, right, right.
whenever you make an
I
account,
hated it. I hated it.
yeah, it's so annoying. So like somebody would subscribe
You don't
while they were
know.
watching, but they wouldn't get the alert,
I get
and
it.
that's kind of irritating because you want to thank people, but you don't even know that they've subscribed or whatever. So
Well, I think three good things that are important to mention. One, I think, is I said three, but I had three, but now I have two. That's not good. Um, one of the oh yeah, I think I have three. One of them is a good friends that love you and support you. That's
yeah,
important to have. Why? Why? The answer is number two, because good friends that care about you and maybe do the same as you. Maybe they are streamers also, content creators. They can give you ideas, better ideas, to get better what you do, even though they don't have to do it, but they are the viewers or the streamers, so they probably have a good answer. You gotta be open minded. That's the second thing. Open minded. You gotta be
yeah,
open to new ideas. It's good, and sometimes there's ideas that are not good that you can know, but
hmm,
there's some ideas that you're not sure about and you still reject them, which is not good. Try to be not you specifically, but I'm saying in general, should be more open-minded. The third thing is basically ideas. The only thing that separates us or you or me from other big streamers is ideas. The more ideas we have,
hmm.
the more we can do. And the last thing I want to say, which is an idea. Do you play guitar, right?
Not very well.
No.
I do, but not very well.
Do you play? How
Not
long? How long have you played?
once upon a time I could play it, but I'm not good anymore.
You have so many. You got to know how to play.
Well, they're just display now. They're just there for the look of
God
it.
damn it. Well, I have an
Why?
idea.
What was the idea? Go on,
Okay,
give me the idea.
I saw the idea. I saw one time a guy do it in a video. I don't know if you know him. His name is Fitz. He used to be a YouTuber. He did a lot of videos. I don't know where he's from. I think from probably United States, something like that. It was explicit content. He was like he was speaking. He never showed his face. He was playing PUBG, Counter Strike, and that he was playing with his friends, and they were talking very like explicit. It was fine, not fine, but it wasn't that bad back in the days. Now we are like a little bit more soft generation, so it cannot do the same. So he lost a bit of his audience, and now he's making video once in, I don't know, but in general, he learned to play guitar. I think he left he quit like YouTube for a while for music, and he make funny videos with his friends that he playing guitar and they're playing at the same time, and it's very funny. If you want me, I show you after the podcast because I don't want to get copyrighted. Uh, but it's really funny. I think
Yeah.
if you use the tools you got, you don't have to be a professional guitarist or guitar or whatever you call it in English. Just use it to your advantage. Like just make funny moments. Just in the middle of a horror game, just start to play guitar, do something unexpected, and then it can be a good clip to YouTube and a nice stream and maybe a longer version of it for YouTube. Like do stuff that you have. If you know how to make, I don't know, weird voices, like you can mock, I don't know, like SpongeBob or Patrick or something like that.
Have you seen the videos that I've done recently where I do the silly voices?
No, I don't. Use
Oh,
that.
see, you've jumped. So I have actually done two because I can do silly voices and I enjoy doing funny voices. I've done two videos on YouTube where I'm playing Counter Strike. One where I am doing the voice of Mr. Bean,
Okay.
and playing the game. Do you know who Mr. Bean is,
Yeah,
right?
I know. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Bob.
I'm doing that, and then, and then the other one I'm doing or trying to do the voice of Captain Price from Call of Duty. Those
Oh,
videos are
oh,
available
the
on my
serious
YouTube
guy. I
channel.
think I played Call of Duty once, so I'll probably know it.
So I'm playing deathmatch and I'm talking in the game using that voice instead, and it's my own voice. I'm not using a voice changer. I'm doing the voice.
We have a request
And
for
those
impression.
what's this?
Sorry, we have a request for impression.
I'm not doing it now. You'll have to watch the video. That's it. You go over to the YouTube channel and you can watch the video.
It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet.
I can't give the secrets away. You've got, I need to get that one extra view on the video. You can go over, you can go watch
Oh man, shit. Sorry, continue.
So yeah, that is something that I have done, and I will do that from time to time. I actually enjoy doing that. I actually do voiceovers as a side hustle.
Oh, nice.
For different
Voice
things.
actor?
So it's
Like-
kind of yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. That's a good money also.
Side hustle.
Yeah.
No,
It's not a good money?
not the ones I do.
Oh, not the ones you do.
I've
What do you do?
There's a new game coming out next year, and I have done the voice of every character in the game.
Oh, okay. Don't say anything so you don't get like, I don't know, sued or something like that. Not in the first episode.
I can't say what the game is because it's not out yet.
Oh, it's a game. Don't say anything. Don't say.
It's a game, yeah. It's a game. It's a new game.
Well,
It's probably going to come out in March next year.
Don't give too much information. I don't know if you're allowed to say it.
Yeah, I can say it. It's on.
Okay.
You can find it on Steam.
Oh, damn.
I can't remember what the game's called, which is probably not very professional, but
Yeah,
it's on Steam.
I used to make a video. I used to do a lot of cringe stuff because you're trying to find your character. I used to make a video without a camera that I'm actually speaking to myself, but like there's somebody else in the room with me, and it's like funny. Like I'm arguing with somebody when I'm playing. It was Valorant, and people like believed like there's somebody else in the room like screaming at me. And it was so funny, but it was cringe. It was cringe as yeah. I don't want to say.
Well,
but
the thing is as well is you have to enjoy doing it, right?
Oh man, I enjoy
If you're doing it and you're not comfortable, then you shouldn't do it. But even if it's cringe and you enjoy it, so what? Like when I did those two videos, it was a bit cringy, but I thought it was funny, and that is why I did it, because I thought this is funny. Like people might find this funny. Mostly people didn't. But I didn't care.
Was it with the camera? Was camera on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think doing voices without camera maybe makes you feel more freely. At least it's with me. I don't know. I feel like when you have off camera, when you do voices, people use their imagination, but when they see you, the imagination are off. So I used to do it without a camera, and I tell you, in game, the people who heard me, it sounds funny as hell. But in real life, if you look at me, you say like this guy is not alright. He's not alright.
Yeah.
This guy have a split personalities. I'm telling you right away. It was very funny. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the future. I'm very bad when it comes to FPS games. I'm trying my best, but it's just not working. I don't want to put too much hours into FPS games because their words are not amazing. Their words are not amazing. Basically ideas, as you can you already know me, I love to give ideas. I love to give feedback even when people don't ask me to. Sometimes people don't like it, which is fair. Sorry. But I'm trying my best, one of the things that I don't like that streamers do is doing only followers chat, which I think it's not a good exchange. I think you prevent a lot of people to chat to you. I think it's not it's not fair.
No, and I think it's creating the wrong behaviors for basically
at distance.
It's a bit of a beg, right? It's just beg. I mean, when I make videos, I ask people to like and subscribe.
That's
but
something else.
I'm not taking anything away from them if they don't do it. Whereas having a Twitch chat where only a follower can say hi, I think is just absurd. Like, especially if you're a new, and I see new streamers that don't have many viewers and they have that, and I'm just like, why?
That's the
Like, no.
reason, probably.
If someone wants to follow you, then they will.
Yeah.
And you can ask from people to do it, like please follow if you don't already. But saying you can't say hello in the chat unless you follow me, I think
And
it's
need
just
to wait
crazy.
5 minutes.
I
That's
I do kind of understand it, like the big streamers where they've got like 5,000 watchers
yeah,
and
yeah.
they want to give something back to the people that have paid to subscribe. I understand that because that's giving something back to someone who's paid to
Although
be in that
I
community.
although I do think it's the meanest thing is to do it's subscribers only chat. This is the this
Yeah.
is the meanest. Like I'm doomed. I'm not gonna pay. Like I don't have a
No,
chance to
no,
chat to you.
no.
um,
Yeah. But I mean, if someone's got 5,000 viewers, it's unlikely they're going to see the comments anyway.
in
Because the
general,
comments go so fast. Yeah, yeah.
we are in about the ending of the podcast. I think we already hit 1 hour, but we don't go only by the rules. We go on what we have. In general, what can we expect? Is it the right word? Expect. What can we expect from Leet Gaming / Mikey in the future? What are we gonna see? How do you
You're
see
going to
that?
see you're going to see more videos, definitely, because I've already got some content planned that I want to make. You're going to see more case opening because I can't quit the challenge until I get the gold,
The
no matter
curse.
how much it costs me. Yeah, no matter how much it costs me to do it, I'm going to carry on now. And actually, I realized yesterday I've been doing it for over a year. One of the first ones I did, I think, was on the 1st of August last year when I first filmed myself opening a case. So I've been opening cases for over a year now. I know it's not 365 cases because I only open them on the weekdays. I don't do it on the weekend.
It's almost a year.
But
I mean,
I'm
there's
gonna keep. It is a year. It's over a year. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I will have more videos eventually when I've got more time coming up, hopefully. And really, the thing that people should expect to see more of is just more live streams. That's what I want to do more of. I need to be able to play more and turn the stream on when I do it, playing different games, not just Counter Strike, because it is quite taxing on your mental health after playing that game for 3 or 4 hours.
hell yeah. um, Usually in the end of each episode, we're gonna let people ask questions, but we humbly have one listener, which is Mac. Shout out to Mac. He's always there for me, and I really appreciate
Love
you
it.
for being here and always supporting me. It's a lot. Let's read what he says. He said, thanks, guys, for the great podcast. Might be more in the future. I'll hope so. More live streams and case openings sound perfect for me. This is this is great. And thanks, Mac, for supporting
Good
us.
man.
Um,
Yeah, man.
Before we end in the podcast, at least the recording, um, I want to say thanks to Mikey, aka Leet Gaming, who came here and took of his time to be here and talk about what he got to do, what the plans, and I'm excited to see you. I know you. I know you're gonna rise. I know you're gonna be one of the biggest ones. I think that your audience will love you because you have a good personality, and it's really hard to find those out there. Those who don't care about the numbers but care about the people, and you have the care for the
Mm.
people. I believe in you. I think everybody else who listening believe in you. The people who watching at home believe in you. And I want to give shout out to Mikey. Check his channels. I put all of the channels down in the description. You can check all of them. And each way you can support him, it means a lot to me and to him, of course. Anything you want to say, Mikey and Dan?
Right back at you, man. Thanks for inviting me on to the first one. You've got big things planned for this podcast, and I'm really pleased that I get to be the first person to experience it and be part of the journey that you set out for yourself. I think likewise, you've got some amazing ideas and some even bigger plans for what you want to do with the community that you've made and the channel and everything else that you're building in the background, you just got to keep it up, right? It's all about keeping it up. And like, if I could give you any advice, just keep it up. Don't do what I did and stop, because the amount of times that I've stopped and started has had probably a negative impact on what I could have potentially done over the past 10 years, whatever. So just keep up with it, man. Keep up with it. And I'm looking forward to seeing who you get on the next one. And if you want me to come back on
100%. Season two,
sometime in the
baby.
future, I'm happy to do it. Yeah, I'm happy to do it. And maybe by then I've got a gold, right?
100%. You're gonna tell us the story. um,
Yeah, yeah.
for the YouTube audience, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with the friends, comment down below. What would you love to see? What did you like about the podcast? And that's pretty much about it. Peace out.